So you had that. And then, so you've got issues with work, and you pride yourself a lot on your work and your work ethic.
Yep.
So this is devastating to you. Your business is not doing well. Then
I had no business at that point.
nothing.
I had nothing.
Right.
Every day I got up, tears came out of my eyes. I knew exactly what was going on for that day. Nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Except for the things I was doing to work to fix it. But it's very hard when you're working to fix something. Once you start seeing the changes, it's okay. But the interim was devastating.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I could see a lot of your posts and just, day after day, I was seeing these things compounding for you. And what I do is I'm Wayne, and I have the Community Coach Workshop program, and I have my own coaching program called the 10% Experience. And for every person or every client, every paying client that comes through, I try and give back, because I know there's a lot of people out there who need help. And sometimes the people who need the help the most are the ones that are in a bad position. They can't really afford it at that time anyways. So I always make sure that we take care of our main core people and the people that do pay. And then I also reserve one spot for somebody to just volunteer services who I just see that needs help. And I reach out and I try and help that person. And I saw day after day, you were just kind of spiraling, just
because every day I hoped to get up and it would be different. And yet we woke up with the same crap.
How strong you are as a woman to be able to pick yourself up, because you had nobody to lean on. You didn't have a bunch of family members. You didn't have a lot of stuff to do to really try and counteract that. You didn't have people dropping by and, checking in on you. And I picked up on all these things, and I tried to say, hey, here's a person who really needs help, and they just don't know how to ask for it right now. What can I do to help this situation? And I'm really glad that I did, because tell us about now how things worked out. Like, walk us through that process.
Okay, first, I do want to point out that, yes, I appreciate you reaching out to me, because I've been on my own since I was 16. I don't ask people for help. I've never asked people for help. Even when I was losing my business, with the small family members I had left, nobody knew. I didn't go and ask anybody for anything. I've always done everything on my own. And let's talk about now. Now my business is back being steady. I'm happy again because I'm doing what I love. And, there are still slow days, but there were slow days before. The difference in the slow days now and the slow days then are, I didn't panic last time. Now I get a little bit on edge, but in the back of my mind, I calm myself. I know, tomorrow may be very busy, and that's the way it goes. Some days I have days I can barely keep up. Other days, there's slower days, but there's always going to be slower days. It just has a different effect on me now. It's like a PTSD thing.
Right.
If it gets slow, I start going, oh my God, what's going on? But I know in the back of my mind that I had slow days before too.
So that's one of the things that we worked on, is some of those coping skills. So
right.
Hey, maybe we just had a bad day today. And just because
exactly
we had a bad day today, and it doesn't mean that tomorrow's going to be a slow day. And you can always look back. And I've told you this 1,000 times. If you can get through the things that you've gotten through in life to get you here and now today, there is nothing that can come down the pipeline that's going to throw you off track. I mean, everybody has good days and bad days, but at the end of the day, you now have the core tools to just power through any of that stuff and just show how strong and independent of a woman you are.